Hey Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WB Masons Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined as always by the head coach of Hofstra Women's Soccer, Simon Riddiough. Coach, how are you?
I'm good. About yourself?
I am good, thank you. Now, over the weekend, your team loses to Northeastern. The winning streak is over. You fall 2-0. What are your overall thoughts on the game?
Disappointed with the result. Northeastern is a tough place to play. We haven't been successful there very often over the years, especially in the wins column. We're hoping to move on, take this as a one-hit wonder, and start preparing for Delaware and Drexel.
Now, you also struggled against College of Charleston in your overtime win the week before. Is it just the ebbs and flows of the season, or is it something else?
It's like anything, like I said, it's ebbs and flows. You hope that your team's good enough to get over these setbacks and ride the wave, and we weren't this Saturday. We started to miss a bit of Jill Mulholland. We're starting to miss Ingrid Moyer. We're missing Amber Stubbs at the moment. And when you've got three starters out of your lineup, then you're starting to go further down on your depth chart, and it makes it difficult, especially in these type of games which are high octane. And unfortunately, we just couldn't get through it this time.
What do you look for in practice following a loss?
Well, we'll sit down and discuss the game, how we lost, why we lost, and then we'll rectify it. And if there's any underlying issues, then we'll confront those and move forward. It's a short season, but it's a long season. It's only 3 months, but it's intense. There's games every weekend. There's 2 games a weekend. There's practices, and it becomes a long season by this time of year. So we have to freshen things up, make it a little bit light-hearted, but also acknowledge some issues we have to deal with on the field and move from there.
Amber Stubbs played a little bit against UNCW, hasn't played since. What's her prognosis?
We don't know. We hope she's ready for this weekend, and she'll be a massive boost to us if she is. So hopefully that'll happen.
Is the offense starting to? Is with her out? Is it just starting to get tired? Is it a lot of minutes? Is it just right now one game that just didn't click?
It's a tough one. We are tired physically, and this past week Sam had the hamstring problem for 2 weeks, and we kind of limited her in practice. Leah Galton got beat up the previous weekend, so we limited her in practice. And especially forwards, when forwards aren't playing every day and practicing every day, they might lose a bit of sharpness, and I thought that was the key on Saturday. We didn't execute well in the final third, and I think not practicing probably hurt Sam, it hurt Leah, and then you're relying on Lulu, and Amber's off, not available, so we're kind of a bit threadbare at that stage. Hopefully this week we'll get them practicing today, and they'll be flying by Friday.
Someone who continues to get minutes, Emily Agudelo, your freshman. How have you seen her progress this year?
She's playing like a typical freshman. Sometimes a deer in headlines, and then sometimes fantastic. And sometimes you have to persevere with that. Freshmen, they have to get experience at this level and recognise what's required. And hopefully she'll use this as motivation in the spring, and hopefully she'll become a big-time player for us next year.
You're in the middle of a 4-game road trip. This will be game number 2 this weekend. How big of a stretch is this going on the road?
It's tough. 4 games in a row is never easy. And that's what happened this weekend. You're not only playing the environment, the field, the conditions, but you're also playing the officials. And this Saturday's official was the worst I've ever seen. And you know it's a bad official when administration from the other team are apologising, and that's how it was. But that's what you're going to face, and that's the adversity, and we've just got to get through this. Hopefully we can overcome these issues this weekend and move forward. And I think we've got the team to do it. It's just whether we can have the mental perseverance against some adversity.
Your weekend starts on Friday against Delaware. The Fighting Blue Hens just had a long winning streak of their own. Steph, what do you know about the Fighting Blue Hens?
They're good. They handed it to us last year, especially in the first half, and we came away with the win. Like anybody, we're the target for everybody. I'm sure Delaware would love to beat us. Scott's done a great job over the years. He's been there for donkey's years. He's been there longer than me, and I really like him as a person, and I know he's going to get a team ready to play. So I'm expecting a tough, physical, athletic battle, because they've got some special players and they're athletic, and we've got to deal with it.
Now on Sunday, Drexel, they've struggled. They've lost 6 of their last 7, 4 in a row, but defensively, one of the better teams in the conference. How do you score on them?
Yeah, They were tough last year. They returned most of the players from last year. It's a bit of an anomaly that they're losing so many. You know, they're a big, strong, physical team, and they make you work for it. And you know, we struggled to score against them last year. I don't think we did actually. They've got a fantastic goalkeeper who's played with returning CAA first team keeper or defensive player of the year, and she gives them an extra dimension. And accompanied with their blue collar, gritty type attitude, they're very difficult to break down, especially on Sundays.
What do you have to do to walk away with 2 road wins this weekend?
We have to figure out what's going on with us first and sort out the little problems we've got in certain areas of the field, tighten that up, address it in practice, and be prepared. And if we do those things, we're going to give ourselves a good chance to win. If we don't, then it's going to be a long weekend and, you know, then a long season.
Coach Riddiough, thanks for the time.
Thanks, Rob.
Hofstra takes on Delaware and Drexel this weekend. You can check out GoHofstra.com for all your game information. I'm Rob Joyce. Thanks, Hofstra fans, for tuning in to the WV Mason Coaches Report with Simon Riddiough.